Boom. All right, real quick, give me a little breakdown. How did January feel for you? Were there any pitches that gave you issues? Were there any pitches that you did really well with? Righty, lefty? Were there any drills that you were working on? What was a focus for January? Just kind of run me through what you got.
I felt like January the focus was like recognizing different pitches, and I felt like we did pretty good on recognizing cutters and was it a slider?
Cutter and two seam. We
Yeah,
did that
two
one.
seam and cutter.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like I did pretty good on that. And then I felt like we were also focusing on keeping my left shoulder down.
How'd you feel with that?
I feel like I've been doing a lot better with it. It's
Good.
just like I just have to be holding it a lot longer until my foot touches the ground. Yeah.
And I think you made a good adjustment with that last time I saw you. Whether it was last night, Saturday, or Friday, one of those 3 days. I think you're doing a way better job with being able to do that. And I think there was that video of you seeing that just because you start there doesn't mean when we get to like the height of our leg kick that we're staying there. We're
Yeah.
getting that little bit of a tilt. Um, we didn't go over this already, I don't think,
No.
for January. Okay. So we'll go through. Reminder: the color of the month kind of shows you what we were focusing on. So mixed pitch, we got January. All right. On average, everyone's bat speed dropped about 2 miles an hour when we introduced mixed pitch. Was I was expecting. So you're kind of like right on par with that. Okay. Would like to see this rotation aspect still be pretty high. So a lot of the times bat speed will drop, but ideally we'll see rotation go up a little bit because we're kind of making that quick, all of a sudden like kind of adjustment of saying yes or no. So I would say this is pretty common, seeing this drop a little bit. Would like to see if we can try and get this rotation back up pretty high as well. Okay.
Mhm.
Bat path wise, better with the attack angle. We're working to get back this VBA. Would really like to see us staying in that 30 range. And I think your last few sessions, once you've done a good job of remembering and keeping that front shoulder down, this has been way better. So I'm excited to see what February looks like for us. We're going to keep working on this though. Okay.
Yeah.
Any comments, questions, or concerns over this first portion?
No.
Beauty. This was the first time that we used full swing to capture our exit velocity, launching, and all that fun jazz. So there's going to be a small difference with this top eighth, and I'm going to go over that with you. But did a really good job with our average. So average drastically increased. Pretty nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
Great job. Top eighth. If you notice, way higher than the previous months. There's a couple of reasons for it. One, I think you actually were hitting the ball way harder, way more consistent. And then two, if you click this full swing tab, this is all the balls that you saw in all of the month of January. Okay, so we saw 101 pitches. We put 35 in play. So that means that we have 5 balls that would be a top eighth. So I look at your max exit velocity and sort it. So 83 was your max. Then we find the average of the 5 hardest hit balls that you had. So that's where we're getting this top eighth exit velocity. So we're getting this top eighth launch angle, this top eighth exit direction, and this top eighth smash factor.
Mhm.
Okay. So going back to this guy. So great job with that. Love that. Max did a good job too. This is the date that you hit your max exit velocity. So if you ever did want to go back and look at what drills you did that day for a warm up, what pitches you were seeing, what the swings looked like, all you got to do is just hover over this and it shows you it was on the 20th. Okay.
Mhm.
So great job with all of these guys. Big fan. I think we see this number going up just because of your consistency of being able to work on finding barrel to that pitch. I think that's an effect of that shoulder plane.
Yeah.
So great job with that. Next one, we got average exit direction. So on average, we're going 3.5 degrees right of second base. Not a bad thing at all. I like it way better than I like all of these ones. I want us to be somewhere between -5 and +5 with this average direction. So you're right there. Perfect. This average launch angle did go up a little bit. I think it's a factor of this VBA a little bit. So we need to keep working on that. If we can get this down to this 14 number, we're in a
Mhm.
really good spot. Okay.
Yeah.
Moving over to top eighth. There we go. And I need to find a way to make it like that. All right. Which ones did you have a question on? Or maybe not as sure on, or maybe not as comfortable on? Beauty. Let's throw the eye patch on. Yep. Now you just want to make sure that that hole's facing you, so that way there's not a possibility of the ball kind of getting caught on some metal shavings or something. So let's go. Do you know what eye you're dominant with?
My right eye?
Your right eye dominant?
Right? I think. Jack, there's some way Jack. Like this.
Yeah, and then essentially the time that your thumb moves like the most, that's the eye that you covered. That's your dominant.
So it's my right eye.
Beauty. So put that over your right eye. But it's balls like this that will end up in like the pitching machine bucket, or balls like this that will end up in that bucket where these are all foam. So it just like, and it's just, how's that possible? And that's why I started taping balls. So that way we can, hey, this is not for the machine. And I still have tape balls ending up in the bucket. And it's like, that's just, they don't. They don't. And so that's what I told Tony. I was like, dude, I'm done. I'm like forever here on out. After we get this pass over, no one else is using this. As long as my like stuff's here, because we're about to get to cap for how many athletes I can work with, just time wise. So it's going to be, we'll still be in a good enough spot. All right. What drill would you like to do? Let's do it. Dude, am I missing a trampoline? All right, you ready? On your first move. Still working that front left shoulder down. So even through this hook 'em, I'm wanting you to think this. Yes. There you go. Are you above or below it? Yep. So let me see you make that change. There you go. Close. Now take a breath. What are you noticing? What are you feeling on some of those? Okay. What about your body movement?
Like falling forward to like under.
And like on that one, kind of catching off the end. So we're kind of getting here. So that's how you're hitting that guy off the end. I want you to still think getting that barrel. Now notice my hands aren't in a different spot really. But we got to get this feeling. Because right now it's kind of this. See how this is kind of like, imagine you're the baseball. Glance versus whack. Same page? Is actually what this bat is designed for. Underneath this is all lead tape. This is all quarters and lead tape underneath this. So this has a lot of weight going this way. So when weight goes this way, what's the barrel do? Gets into the zone, right? Notice I'm not doing anything. Let's see if I can try and leave this here. I'm not doing anything to the barrel. Notice how I'm only moving the handle. But what's the barrel end up doing? Yeah, so I want you thinking when you go to swing, having this get close to that body. Same page? Beauty. We'll go a couple more with this, and then we'll go no eye patch, and we'll do some check swings. There you go. Way better. Your hands were on this side of your body the whole time versus coming across on that too. Great job. So even that one, keep thinking barrel going to me. There you go. Yes. Close. Give me two more that you like. Keep trying to pinch your left shoulder and your left hip together. Not bad. Why don't you just feel something? I don't want you to jump off of it, but I'm just going to have you put this underneath your foot. I want you to stride and hit off of this. So you get used to kind of this feel. You'll swing still, okay? Just get used to being here, stand, stride, wow. Still do hook them. Same thing. On this one, I'm gonna just go ahead and do a normal hook 'em. Almost get like to post stride with your foot still on the block, and then I'll feed it. Yeah. Boom. Good job. You're all right. I know. We'll do a couple more with this. Yes. That. Yes, sir. Close. I like that more, though. Give me like 2 more with this. Go ahead and let your foot get all the way down on this one. I still got 2 more. I know it's a little different than what we've been doing. You're good. Yep. Yes. That's why. I want you to feel this change and how quick and when it needs to happen. Give me 1 more with a setup like that. Close. All right, get rid of the block. Let's go 3 more. Still fighting for that front shoulder down. And then we'll work on check swings. No, back to regular hitter starts. Great question. There you go. 1 more. Really over-exaggerate that left shoulder down. Overdo it. Too much. Yeah, I'll give you 1 more. Great job. Same thing. Too much. Just fix your timing. Bat path was good. Just timing. Good. All right. Let's go game bat, and we'll go check swings. You can get rid of the eye patch. Now, I know that eye patch sucks, but I do want you using it a good amount of the time, okay? I think it's good for us to have realized we cover up that right eye, and where'd you miss a lot? Yeah. So maybe if we do like pretty much every swing with this eye patch in the warm-up, and you work to be over the ball and keep cutting it in half in here, I feel like that's probably going to translate to over there, right? Because the image of the ball is being used up of like 75% dominant eye, 25% non-dominant. So maybe that 25% that your non-dominant eye has been being used of, it's been making it the ball instead of when it's actually here, it makes it look there. Because I believe you're athletic enough to have your barrel go where your eyes think the ball is. I don't think you try and swing underneath it. I think you just think the ball's there. So if we just change where you think the ball is to where it actually is, instead of it being like, how did I miss that? How did I miss that? Now it's, I'm so good. I'm so good. I'm so good. Same page? All right, check swing. Think of bat pointer, but your bat's not going to go past your front foot. So when we go through, boom, nothing past the front foot. We have to work on when do I start to decelerate. So for me to swing, let's say I'm accelerating, decelerating. The momentum of my bat carried past my foot. So instead of stopping or thinking decelerate here, I need to think of it here. So that way the momentum of my bat doesn't carry too far over. We're working on trying to figure out how to control this barrel and when it enters the zone and when it stops. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Beauty.
And for the iPad, you want me doing that like on the and off the campus?
Trampoline, I'd be curious to try. In here, yes. But I'm not going to say no to the trampoline either. I think that could be a lot of fun. Let's just go regular swing. I'll still have you do hitter starts. So still start with your stride. Now we're just going to do regular check swings. There you go. Now, another thing with the shoulder plane, I want, when you do your check swing, I want your bat plane to match your shoulder plane, okay? Yes. And if it doesn't match, I want you, while you're still paused, to get it to match to feel, oh, this is where it needs to be at. Yes, better. Close. There you go. Keep working that front shoulder down until foot plant. Yes. Yes. How's this feeling, dude? How easy does the ball look? Is it like a giant, massive beach ball being thrown at you? It's almost like we just hit for a majority of the time with your non-dominant eye. It's like if you're in the car and you have like a little dim flashlight. If you can find stuff with this little dim flashlight, imagine if all the lights are on. Super easy, right? And all of a sudden you have all vision. It's like, wow, a lot easier. Great job with your control on the check swings too. How are those feeling? Great job. Let's see if we can get a couple more that you like. Give me a thumbs up when you like it. We're looking for 2 more, and then we'll get a pick, and that's it. Good job, dude. Now, what was your back compared to your shoulder plane? Yeah. Better. Yep, 2 good ones. You like it? Is that 1 or 2? You like that? Was that 1 or 2 good ones? Okay, let's fight for that second. Yeah, let's get a pick. That black bucket should be empty for you. Great job, dude. Great job, my guy. You're welcome. Oh, yeah. He does a good job. His attention has been 1,000 times better over the recent, 2-3 months. Way better. Ooh. I'm pumped to see. I'm pumped to see how he does. I think it'll be one of those where he could raise some eyebrows, and he might raise his own eyebrows. Yeah, he's remembering. Yes, yes, it's been so nice. So nice. Control Alt Delete, I think, is what sometimes happens. Exactly. Are you working on a non-work day? Oh.
take it with me. Because I gotta go to pitching next.
Oh yeah.
I'm on a tour right now. I gotta go here. I gotta go there. So,
Good job, dude.
it's fun to come in and see how's Jackson doing.
He's doing good. He's doing good.
He says he sucks all the time. So
Yeah.
I'm like, does he? Or is he?
And so, have you seen the leaderboard as well? So on the leaderboard, and this is where you could see too, is like the thing is, well, it's difficult in here, and so it's one of those things where it's like when you ask like a 4.0 student.